Hello there comrades, and welcome all back to a new video on my channel. Today we're gonna do a bit of a different video because we're gonna talk about the good stuff. And what would that good stuff be? That good stuff is the Killer Bean game, my friends. Yesterday I woke up and checked my YouTube when all of a sudden I saw the Killer Bean, the video game trailer waiting to go live. And I wanted to make this video like 2 weeks ago, but everyone called me crazy for thinking the game would come out soon. Turns out the game would release soon, and now I regret everything I've ever done. So the trailer dropped yesterday, but due to me and the boys having an unexpected gaming night, I may or may not have forgotten about it. But now that I have the time, let's talk about the Killer Bean game and just Killer Bean as a whole. Before we talk about the Killer Bean game, let's talk about Killer Bean and its general history. Killer Bean is a computer animated action series written, produced and directed by the one and only Jeff Liu. The movie took about 5 years to create, but that was not Jeff's first animation. Killer Bean 1 was released in 1996 and Killer Bean 2, The Party, would be released in the year 2000. There were plans to make a part 3, but that got terminated in favor of the Killer Bean movie. And this movie would be known as Killer Bean Forever. I don't want to talk about it too much because I want you guys to watch the video by yourself, because trust me, it's really worth your time. The film was first broadcasted in 2008 at the Toronto Film Festival, and in 2009 the film was released on DVD. The movie would be uploaded onto YouTube in May of 2018 in its entire 4K resolution. Many noticeable YouTubers would react onto the movie and therefore it began to pick up some popularity. However, a fun fact, the movie trailer was actually posted 9 years before in the year 2009. The movie currently sits at 51 million views. Impressive.
Most impressive.
The movie is also home to some very popular memes and of course iconic scenes. Let's enjoy a few together, shall we?
If you ask me, he's doing something illegal.
No charm in here. You deliver. Wrong place.
You're fired!
In 2020 came the announcement that Killer Bean would return. And later that year Killer Bean Episode 1 would drop, featuring Killer Bean and Kessler, a former Shadow Bean with the voice acting from Moist Critical. In late 2020 Episode 2 would drop, but here's where things take a pretty unpleasant turn. YouTube was added again, giving the Killer Bean channel false copyright claims on YouTube. Jeff decided to put the series onto hold in August of 2021. The series will most likely not see any further production. However, Killer Bean would once again make a return. On the 4th of October 2021, Jeff uploaded a video onto YouTube titled Killer Bean, the open world game first look. And this was indeed the first look at what would become the Killer Bean Steam game. Jeff would continue to make multiple devlogs about the game, as well as posting some stuff related onto other social media. It's worth mentioning that Jeff also had interaction with the fanbase of the game, which is honestly very cool to see and also very nice of him. Jeff would continue to release devlogs, keeping his fanbase informed about the new updates and progress on the game. As well, he would give a large update on the mobile game Killer Bean Unleashed in September of 2022. During the devlogs, Jeff would show off new features, talk about upcoming features, and also laugh at some wacky bugs he found along the way.
Really? Oh my goodness. Some of these guys are whacked out. I thought I figured out the bugs, but...
Which brings us to today. So let's talk about the actual game and what we know about it. The Killer Bean game is a third-person open-world shooter game. It's about Shocker, Killer Bean, and the story takes place after the movie and animated series. Though the game is about Killer Bean, some other characters are confirmed to be in it, such as Fagin, Jet Bean and Detective Cromwell. Poor Cappuccino, we will miss you, my friend. I personally hope that Kessler will also be in it, so I can enjoy some more amazing voice acting from Charlie.
I know how to use an iPad.
The game is single player, but it does feature online co-op. The game will feature some very unique stuff, such as the ability to do slow motion combat. You can attack both with guns, big guns and melee attacks. The game will feature 3 types of beans: the Shadow Beans, Mercenaries and Bad Beans. These beans will interact with you differently depending on the type of quest and how you treat them, of course. Since the game is roguelike, the beans will behave differently, except for the Shadow Beans who will always try to kill you. There's also one main mob boss who controls the city, and you might have to do quests that involve helping the mob boss or killing him. You will be rewarded for completing such quests. I also hope that the game will feature cutscenes of Killer Bean entering buildings with dramatic entrances instead of just lamely opening the door. The game will first be released on PC, but Jeff does have plans to port it over to consoles such as PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One and Series XS, and the Nintendo Switch. Current price is set to be around $20 US. And that's basically all that we know right now. I may have forgotten some stuff, but I wanted to get this video out before the actual trailer goes live. I am making this video because, well, I'm kinda a huge fan. I'm certainly no OG. I mean, the franchise is older than me, that says enough. But regardless of that, I do really enjoy the Killer Bean universe. It's like unironically cool while also being humorous, and it's not all too serious. I also have lots of respect towards Jeff do for the fact that he did most of this and the whole Killer Bean stuff all by himself, which is just incredible to think about. And I may or may not have bought some Killer Bean merch. But yeah, that's kinda it. I still don't really know how to wrap up these kinds of videos, as they are completely different from what my normal content is. Be sure to check out the Killer Bean channel if you wanna have one hell of a time watching the movie or you wanna know more about the game and the characters. And be sure to check out the trailer. I will also be there when it drops. And make sure to like, comment and subscribe. And it would be fun to see you in some of my other videos. Bye, I guess.